In this video, I am going to discuss the next trends. So atomic radius, one question I gave in the previous class. What is that? So agide ion, right? Agide ion is N3 minus. It has 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 1. Yes, this is what? 22 electrons. Clear? This is your answer. Now, next one. Atomic radius and ionization energy plays important role. Boron family. So, where exceptional cases are there, that is most important. Boron family. Boron, aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. Whereas other group students, where is other group, as we move down the group, shells increasing, atomic radius increasing, just 1 point we are learning. But here boron family, it's not like that. It's not like that. So here what we expected cases, boron, what is this next one, aluminium, next one gallium, next one indium, thallium. Expected case is thallium. Okay, up to here fine, but here exceptional case. This is exceptional case. This is exceptional case. This is a wrong order. This is not correct. What is the correct order? Correct order and actual case. Correct one. Correct order. Yes. Here exceptional case. Gallium has 3d10 electronic configuration. 3d10 electronic configuration. So electrons increasing, but we have expected atomic masses. What is this atomic size also? Shells increases nothing but even atomic radius also increases. We have expected, but 3d electrons, no. This is poor shielding effect. Due to poor shielding effect, he is unable to screen. He is not screening much because of this shape lobe like this. And detailed explanation I had given by the atomic radius video. Please follow it up. So now this is the actual case. What is this actual case? Tell me, students. What is this actual case? Only, so these two interchange. These two interchange. That's it. Boron. This is gallium. This is what, students? Yes, aluminium. Next, indium, thallium as it is normal. Now, next one, ionization energy. Ionization energy, boron ionization energy, here only I can give. Can you try this one? Ionization energy, boron family plays important role. If atomic radius inversely proportional to ionization energy. If you have any irregular trend in atomic radius, definitely ionization energy also it will be affect. It will affect. So here again two cases. Here you will get exceptional case. Here also you will get exceptional case. Here this is a, and we know completely filled electronic configuration. Completely filled and off filled. Completely filled and off filled electronic configurations. That is that atomic orbitals. Completely filled and off-filled atomic orbitals are more stable. If you have any queries also, I have made one video. I made electronic configuration, please. Completely filled, off-filled atomic orbitals, more stable. If more stable means removing electron, it's very difficult. If it is stable guy, he is not ready to lose, right? So he is not ready to lose. So note point 1, note point 2, removing such electrons, very difficult. Need high ionization energy. Okay, wherever you will see, definitely based on electronic configuration only, ionization energy we are explaining. Clear, students? Next example, if you look into nitrogen family, and next one now noble gases time high ionization energy. Here also more ionization energies. These are all exception cases I will show now. So boron family, one of the repeatedly asking question in NEET examination and mains examination. Atomic radius is not normal trend. Ionization energy also not normal trend. So here gallium, it is 3d10 electronic configuration. Here this one also. What is this one? Thallium. Indium, thallium. Thallium also 4f4 electronic configuration. That's the reason. Now what is the trend? I am writing here, students. Correct order. Directly I'm writing the correct order. Exceptional case, again it takes time. So because of this, 3d10, 4f14. High. So I'm writing order. Boron greater than, gallium greater than, aluminum greater than, this ulta. These two ulta and these two also ulta. That's it. Thallium greater than indium. Clear? So because of what is the reason? So atomic radius case means he is unable to screen. He is not screening much. That's why atomic radius is decreases. Screening effect also detailed explanation atomic radius video I have uploaded. So next 4f14. This is completely filled electronic configuration. This is also completely filled. Wherever completely filled electronic configurations is there, more stable removing such electrons, more ionization energy. That's why this is actual trend. Clear students? Now next case, second period elements. Second period elements, we have to focus more. Second period elements, see, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. It's ionization energies. If you take ionization energy, students, what is this ionization energy? As we move across the period, what happened ionization energy? What happened ionization energy? Increases, right? See, we have expected like this. But what happened? See, where exceptional case? Your exceptional case, your exceptional case. Why? What is the reason? What is the reason? This is NS2 electronic configuration. This is the NS2 NP3 electronic configuration. This is exactly P. P means how many boxes, students? 3 degenerate orbitals, no, exactly off-filled. Actually capacity 6. Actual capacity 6. Now exactly off-filled. This is completely filled, right? Completely filled. Wherever completely filled and off-filled atomic orbitals is there, more ionization energy is required to remove such electrons. Then what is the actual case? This is expected only. Expected only. Don't remember this one. Why? To understand this one I have shown. So what is actual case? Yes. Yes. Actual case. Actual case. Lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine. This is no change. This is also no change. See, beryllium when compared to previous group and next group also more due to completely filled electronic configuration. Due to completely filled electronic configuration. Here students, this is no problem. But this nitrogen family greater than this one and greater than oxygen also. This is off-filled. Off-filled. That's all. You can remember on these cases when we are solving ionization energy questions. Clear? Now it will work out for D block 3D series also, students. Okay? So next one. Next important competitive theory point. Ionization energy. IE is always endothermic step. Always endothermic. Always endothermic. And next one. What is this? Nitrogen. First ionization energy of nitrogen is less than oxygen. Here 2s2, 2s2, 2p3. This is what, students? 2s2, 2p4. And based on ionization energies or successive ionization energies 4 they will give. Based on that also we can find out the valency electrons, that also I can show. So this is, if you write box method, no, students, see, this is 2 electrons here. This is how many electrons? Yes, 3 electrons. Here 2 electrons. Here, students. In case of oxygen, more electrons, no doubt. We expected oxygen has more ionization energy because of more electrons, but he is exactly off-filled. He is more stable, exactly off-filled. That's why this is more. This is first ionization energy only. But if you look into second ionization energy, where we are removing electron, here we are removing electron, no? Now he became like nitrogen configuration. He became like nitrogen configuration. Then second ionization energy of nitrogen is less than oxygen. Okay, keep it in mind. So first ionization energy, whereas mains examination, KSET examination, MSET examination, normal questions generally like this trends they will ask. But here first ionization energy, second ionization energy, you have to focus mains level. Okay, now next one. To understand this one successive ionization energy, some similar values I am giving to you. Suppose you have taken 100 joules, 100 kilojoules, 100 kilojoules ionization energy here. This is 200 kilojoules and this is 500 kilojoules like this. And okay, and next one, this is 1400 kilojoules or else 3400 kilojoules, something you can take it. See, this is first electron removing time. First electron removing time. This is second electron removing time. This is third electron removing time. And this is what, students? Fourth electron removing time. See, after seeing this ionization energy values, what we came to know that first three removing is not very difficult, but fourth electron removing is very difficult. Why? Because so much energy gap is there. Here to here 100 only. Here to here something, what is this, 300 only. But here to here large energy gap between is there. Because here 3 valency electrons is there. 3 valency electrons may be Ns2 and P. 3 valence electrons, after that going to the next aluminium like that, you can guess. But based on that, you will get some idea if I'll show values. That's the reason I had given. And the coming days videos, I am going to upload ionization energy values. I'll give you 4-5 questions to them. Okay, first ionization energy, second ionization energy also we can work on previous year questions. First you go through this concept, then you will get good idea. Okay, so here how many valence electrons? This one. So suppose if you will take aluminium, no, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, next, what is this, 2p6, 3s2, 3p1. See, after removing electron, 3 electrons is okay. After that, see, 4th electron onwards, it is completely filled electronic configuration, right? So removing electron here, very difficult. Removing electron, very difficult. Like that, you can expect the question. Clear? Now, next one, copper plus 1 and copper plus 2. Copper plus 1, copper plus 2. Copper plus 2, ionization energy exceptionally high. Exceptionally high. Exceptionally high. Why? Because in copper plus 2, we are removing electron from 3d10. 3d10 removing electron. Here this is 4s1, 3d10. Here removing electron is somewhat easy, but here removing electron completely filled means very difficult, very difficult. Like that, ionization energy questions they are asking means definitely exceptional cases only they'll ask. Okay, clear, students? Now, next one. Before examination, NEET and mains examination, this is like a shortcut revision we are doing all trends. Maybe it is useful to you. Everyone watch, please share to others. Definitely they will get benefit. Let them subscribe. They will get every day 2 videos, students. Next one, electron affinity. Electron affinity. Electron affinity, also call it as electron gain enthalpy. I am not explaining detailed explanation. I am not giving detailed explanation. If you have any queries, comment me. Definitely we'll spend time. So short revision time I am taking. Short revision type. First one is, it is first step. First step, exothermic. Exothermic. Second step onwards. Endothermic. We have to give forcefully electron here. This is also had explained. P block elements video I have uploaded, students. Why electron gain enthalpy of second step is more. Why we have to give forcefully. What is the reasons I had explained. Please watch it. So electron affinity. So next I am writing next point. Off filled and completely filled electronic configurations, electronic configurations having positive electron gain enthalpy, positive electron affinity or positive electron gain enthalpy affinity values. Clear? So example, nitrogen Example, nitrogen family, just now we have taken the student, that is nitrogen and nitrogen 15th group. Nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony. Next one, what is this last one? Bismuth. Okay. Now next one, 18th group also. 18th group, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. This one also. Clear students? These are all having positive electron gain enthalpy values. Reason, this is completely filled electronic configuration and completely filled electronic configuration, and this is off-filled electronic configuration, and this is completely filled electronic configuration. Fully filled, completely filled, every wish. Positive. They are not ready to accept. They are not ready to accept. That's why it shows low value. It shows very less or else positive value. And halogens showing high negative, high electron affinity value, high electron affinity value. Means they're ready to accept. They're ready to accept, fastly accepting, ready to accept electrons due to reach stable gas configuration. Reach stable gas configuration, stable electronic configuration. If it accepts one electron, the student, suppose fluorine is there. Fluorine. Okay, I'll give the trends also here. Chlorine 17. No, if it gains one electron, no, then what happened? It will go to the argon state, that is stable state. That's why they're ready to accept. Okay, clear students? Now I am giving the exceptional cases. Exceptional cases only plays important role. Okay, first step is exothermic. Second step onwards, endothermic. Okay, on paper they were showing delta H equal to negative, exothermic, delta H equal to positive, endothermic. But most of the students, they were confusing here. Just product side negative, just negative they had given, that is endothermic. Product side positive is there, exothermic. That's you can see points. But delta H separately they have mentioned negative, exo. Separately they have mentioned delta H equal to positive, endothermic. But product side simply they had given negative, means that is endothermic, ulta. This is exo, positive, ulta. So please focus here students. Exceptional case, 16th group. 16th group. So what is the 16th group? Yes. First one, second element. In every family, second element shows highest electron affinity. Already had explained one video, 16th group elements P block. Please, if you need the content, watch it and then come back to this shortcut. Sulfur greater than, what is this trend, exceptional case? Sulfur greater than, next what are the elements students? Oxygen, sulfur, selenium, tellurium, polonium, right? Sulfur, next one, yes, you can remember like this, yes, down, you can go, tellurium greater than polonium, that's it. Polonium is actually radioactive element. If they give an option, you can select. If not given, directly you can take it. Oxygen. See, now next one, 17th one. 17th one, chlorine greater than, fluorine greater than, bromine greater than, iodine. Chlorine because of large size. Large size. Okay, clear students? Just detailed explanation, previous video it's there. Now I am going to give one previous year question students, electron affinity values they are giving. So based on values also we have to find out the option. Okay, let me give value. Chlorine, some values they had given, which is chlorine, which is fluorine, which is bromine, which is iodine, we have to find out. Okay, now minus 333, minus 333 and minus 349, minus 325 and minus 296. Yes, these values they had given. So I am not giving options to you students, which is negative value. Negative value is nothing but gained electrons. Gained electrons. That is the meaning. Ready to accept electrons. Who is accepting non-metals? Non-metals only gained electrons, so negative charge. That's it. Just you can hide this value, which is the higher value. That is chlorine. That's it. Value only you can see. Next this is fluorine. Next this is bromine. Then this is iodine. This is one of the frequently asking questions. And next, after completion of periodic classification, I am going to do inorganic chemistry trends. How to remember all trends like some shortcuts, SAL, TAB, like some shortcuts I made so that we can do. Okay. Now, next one. Electron gain enthalpy, electron affinity, 16th family. So, fluorine is more electronegative. Fluorine is more electronegative. Chlorine is more electron affinity. Don't these two questions. Now, next one. Valency and oxidation state. Okay, I am giving. Valency is nothing but just a number we are representing, students. Number we are representing. Oxidation state is nothing but it is apparent charge. We have to represent the charge also, whether it is losing electrons or gaining electrons. Apparent charge. That's it. Metals means lose electrons, non-metals means gains electrons. I am going to list out here, students. After this, I am going to close this one, and next one more video I can do because it is lengthy. Now, see, valency, oxidation number. Here, valency, to understand this one, I am giving 1 point. Valency, combining capacity of an element with hydrogen, with respect to hydrogen, and with respect to chlorine, and double the number of oxygen. Clear? That's it. Now you can see points. Suppose if you take sodium with hydrogen and chlorine and oxygen, its valency is 1 only. Here 1, but here 2. You can write Na and hydrogen 1, 1. Then you can see cross multiplication, sodium hydride is the formula. Same like chloride, sodium chloride. But if you take sodium and oxygen, this is 1, this is 2. Double the number of oxygens always. That's why this is Na2. This is valency. You can go for valency. All the cases, students, second period elements and third period elements. After this, I am going to close oxidation states, inert pair effect, and next other points also I am going to upload in next video. Now, see, valency with sodium, second period elements, all you can write. Okay, sodium, magnesium, aluminium. Next one. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine. You can write. With respect to hydrogen also you can write. So with respect to hydrogen and with respect to okay, this is what, students? NaH. This is MgH2. Right? This is valency 2, this is valency 1. This is valency 3. Oxidation states cases also I will tell you. Valency electrons, based on that also we can tell. So I will show AlH3, SiH4. This is what? pH3, pH5. Both are there. So pH3, pH5, both are possible. Next H2S, and this is HCl. You can try this one with the chlorine, sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, aluminum chloride, next silicon chloride, PCl5, PCl3 also there. Next this is what, students? SCl2, and this is Cl2. That's it. This is Na2O, MgO, right? Al2O3 and SiO2 and P2O5, P2O4, P2O5, P4O10, P2O6, like this it is there, P2O5, generally we are seeing here, and the next chlorine, next sulfur, sulfur also 2 oxides, SO2 is there, SO3 also there, next this is Cl2O7. So, these are the compounds with, what is this, with hydrogen, with chlorine, with oxygen. Clear, students? Now, next video I am going to write all valency, all the elements, S block elements I will take, P block elements I will take, I will write valencies and oxidation states together. So before coming to the class, valency trend, I am giving one question here, valency trend along the period, what happened? Along the period. Is it decreasing or increasing? Let me know along the period. Okay, this is your question, students. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching, students. And please watch it and start working questions.